and welcome back to my BMB Game of the Week. I'm Lucas Pankar.
And I'm Sean Damiano.
And you're in store for a great one tonight as Mepham Pirates take on the Hewlett Bulldogs.
What a great lineup we have today. Both of these teams playing Roosevelt for their last game. Both of them beating Roosevelt. In Mepham's case, 46-64, but in Hewlett's case, 70-60. What opponent offense they have had so far this season.
Yeah, and for this Mepham team, as they're looking for a lot of playoff implications in this game, and they're coming off a big win against Roosevelt, and they're going to have guys like these senior guys have to step up, guys like Colin Colett and Ryan Galarza.
You know, Hewlett right now 7-3 in this league. Mepham's only 5-5. You know, they've had a bit of trouble with these teams like the Roslyn, the Garden Cities. Those are all great teams. Hewlett, one of those good teams. 13-5 so far. You know, they have some keys that they want us to read out, and you know, one of those keys is playing good defense. Obviously, they have a good offense, but one of these great defenses is what they're going to need for this game. Push the pace. Obviously, that probably helped them down in Roosevelt. They're trying to go for 4 in a row, and pushing this pace, having a fast-paced offense, and an even better defense is what they need. Number 3, rebounding. Rebounding is very important to their game, too. Obviously, getting those second-chance points and getting their turnovers onto the offense as well.
Yeah, when I was talking to Coach DiBardino, he told me specifically that their three-point shooting is lethal, but when they can't shoot, it's going to be important for them to stay hot with other players on the floor. They're going to have guys like Justin Ortiz, who's one of the best scorers in the county, who's averaging 21 points a game and made 53 threes so far in the year.
Yeah, the three-point shooting has been crucial for Hewlett this season. You know, 70 points in that last game. Obviously, they contributed well with this long-range shooting as well as their paint game with these tall guys as centers. Probably one of the reasons why they have that main rebounding skill. Obviously, the paint scoring works for them well, but getting these rebounds, second chance points, offers them the opportunity to score even more.
Yeah, another guy for this Hewlett team I want to look at is Gabe Bowery. Gabe Bowery, when I was talking to Coach DiBardino, he told me he's going to accidentally walk into a triple-double, which is a guy you want on your roster and someone that can help you elevate their game. He's averaging 13 points on the game, and last game, 13 points, 11 rebounds with a double-double.
But, you know, speaking of Mepham, they have had a great defense this season, obviously. And some of their keys to the game here, being very consistent. Obviously, in these past couple games, they've been holding their opponents to a very small amount of points. They're going for back-to-back wins here. And also having the captains lead this team. Obviously, they have captains. They have Colin Colett. They have Ryan Galarza, one of the great players on the team, averaging 12 points per game. And Andrew Adams, 14 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists last game. You know, they're very good players that are just... They have to lead the offense scoring for this team, or else Mepham just isn't going to have it. And they want to spread the floor, too, obviously. They have some keys in every single facet of the game. They have their paint guys. They have the three-point shooters. They have the mid-range. But as long as they're able to spread the floor and get the offense and defense around to every key part, they're going to succeed.
Yeah, as Sean was saying, it's going to beat through your captains. Have your seniors step up. Have your seniors, Colin Colett and Ryan Galarza, step up and be your guys in this playoff impactful game for the Pirates. As you take a look at these League AA4 standings, it's going to be Garden City at the top, as we know.
Yeah, Garden City, obviously, not only in basketball, but they have a very great basketball program, along with Roslyn. They're both 15-3 overall and 9-1 in the league. Hewlett, they're third, 7-3 in the league. Mepham just behind them, 5-5. Then you have Great Neck North, Glen Cove, and Roosevelt. You know, Mepham and Hewlett being just right next to each other, Mepham really fighting for a playoff spot in this game. This game means a lot to them, and this is probably one of those games where they're going to want to go out there, push this offense to a great pace they haven't really seen before. They might want to take some advice from Hewlett. And as we see here, their road to the playoffs, if they win tonight against Hewlett, they're automatically in. But if they do take a loss, they do have a second chance. It's this Saturday in their game. If they win, they're able to make the playoffs. So they just have to win one of these last 2 games, and they'll be a shoo-in.
Yeah, it's a win-and-in situation for the Pirates. And this game is going to be important for them, as we saw. Hewlett is right above them in the standings. And having this team where they can have this playoff impactful game for them to be important. As I was talking to Jamie Adams, he didn't want to bring it up. Didn't want to jinx the curse. And have this game is going to be important for them.
Obviously, with your superstitions in basketball as a coach, you don't want to start talking about how important this game is. You just want your players to focus on their effort tonight. And, you know, how do you think Coach Adams feels about this team? They scored 46 against Roosevelt, but Hewlett scored 70. How do you think he feels about that?
Yeah, if I'm Coach Adams, I'm rolling the same game plan. I'm keeping the same thing we've played all year, calling the same plays. I'm not switching up a thing because I know this team, I know my players, and I think that they can play to their level.
And, you know, this Mepham really just, Hewlett's an important game for them, honestly. It's 13-5, obviously. If you look at the record, do you think Mepham might have a bit of a disadvantage? But all season, they've been pushing, even with the bench players. Like, they have guys like Ryan Tatani, Frankie Fasano, Caleb Caraballo, Braden Seligman, these guys who are able to either come off the bench or have those late game roles. They're just very important to the team. You have good shooters, good defenders. If you're good at rebounding and getting three-pointers. Obviously, they're not just a starter-heavy team. You know, they have the good depth, and that's one of the things that makes them such a good team.
Yeah, as we switch over to the other side with the Bulldogs, this Bulldogs team, as we said before, Justin Ortiz is one of the best players in the county, 7th in scoring, averaging 21 points per game. Another guy like that's also there, Mason McInnes. It's just scoring for this Bulldogs team. He's averaging 17 points, 40 made threes on the year. This scoring is going to be what the Pirates are going to have to control on the defense side of the ball. The perimeter defense is going to have to be important, have to step up.
You know, also for this Hewlett team, don't count out their bench. They have guys like Brendan Spady, Jacob Kurtz, Kobe Cox, Dylan Parchman, Alan Trachtenberg. They have these guys who are like hustlers off the bench. They are able to come into the game anytime and keep that offensive momentum going. And that's going to be one of the keys of this game, as it has been for most games so far from Mepham, momentum. They obviously have these hot streaks in the game where after a couple minutes, they really ramp up their scoring and they're able to get in 6, 8, even 10 points sometimes. And that's what they need a lot of this game. They need to keep the offensive drive going while staying strong on defense.
Yeah, as you were saying, with the guys in the depth, Kobe Cox, when I talk to the coaches, when you need a spark, we put him on the floor. When you need that spark, it's going to be important for this Hewlett team, is if they kind of get in those dry spells with the three-point shooters, bring in a guy like Kobe Cox, he can step up on that rebounding floor and on that scoring side.
You know, Jacob Kurtz here, you know, obviously you might not hear much about him this game. He is a deep role player for Hewlett, but what coach said is they call him Dirk. And we don't exactly know what he means by that, but he is going to start today for Hewlett, so we'll see what we can get out of him, obviously with such a good nickname.
Who's the guy that's coming out of concussion protocol, who's a little banged up, as Coach told me, a little banged up earlier in the year, but keep that under control. It's going to be important. They call him Dirk, so he's got to do something. He told me that it was a little bit about his jump shot. Looks like a little Dirk Nowitzki-ish.
Well, we'll see how this Pirates defense can do against these types of jump shots and three-pointers. Obviously, Hewlett being a high-scoring team, they're going to have a very good defensive route of the Bulldogs here to have a chance at clinching this playoff spot tonight. And if not, they're going to have to go into Saturday with this win-all mindset and just keep it going.
Yeah, this is an important game for the playoffs. As we're going to set up Jared and Brandon down on the floor.
Thank you, Sean and Lucas. I'm Jad Boxmeyer here alongside Brandon Catalina as we're in for a stacked League AA4 matchup as the Pirates are in a win-and-you're-in situation here tonight.
Yeah, this is going to be a great one probably. As you know, 7-3 in conference Hewlett versus the 5-5 in conference Pirates. Pirates need to win.
As here comes the Pirates starting five. It'll be Garza, Fasano, Adams, Mallon, and Kohut. And on the other side,
you will have Justin Ortiz. You will have Maxon McInnes. You will have Gabe Bowery. You will have, as it's tipped underway.
As Ortiz, whether guarded by Fasano, Ortiz gets it over to McInnes. McInnes guarded by Garza up top, trying to get it down low, and he's successful. Bowery in the post. Bowery guarded by Mallon. One's up. Bowery gets his own board. Second chance, no good. Bowery gets another board. Third chance, no good. Loose ball here, and it falls out to Ortiz. Ortiz, fresh shot clock, 3. Off the mark there. Another rebound here. Already 3 offensive boards for Bowery. Not able to get that on the fall.
Yeah, as you foul there, you see the game plan right away from Hewlett. It's getting to Bowery. The Pirates are not that tall, and Bowery's going to be able to be a demon in the paint, and he's going to be hard to stop.
Agreed, as the Pirates inbound to Fasano. As we'll see if Bowery's a strong part now on the defensive end here is Kohut to Fasano. Fasano and Kohut playing catch. Back to Fasano. Fasano drives, gets past Ortiz. Referee whistles. As will be a foul, it looks to be on Hewlett.
Adams now getting ready to inbound.
As Adams getting ready to inbound, it could we see Kohut maybe hop into the backcourt here as he tries. Maybe gets taken down there. No call. Fasano receives the pass instead. Fasano, 25 on the shot clock here. 7-11 to go early. Still looking for the first points from either team as Kohut with it. 19 now. Mallon has just taken their time. Tight pass to Adams. Galloza open 3 in the corner. In and out. Rebounded there and moving fast as it comes into the hands of McInnes. McInnes. And that one will be a foul called on Kohut.
Yeah, almost able to get the steal right there was the Pirates. Fasano with a great play, just not able to get it here. Both teams playing slow, playing their game first quarter.
And that one's in the McKennis. McKennis first shot clock after Kohut picked up his first foul. McKennis guarded by Fasano. Over now to another Bulldog. Bulldog drives as it was whistled down as it looks to be an offensive foul. Fasano steps in there, not intentionally trying to draw that charge, ends up coming away with it. Love to see the defensive hustle and able to put your body on the line, as that is the first foul for that Bulldog. As Kohut with it. Kohut to Fasano. Fasano to Kohut. Kohut and Fasano. We've seen the catch early here, possession after possession. Kohut drives in, kicks it right back out. Fasano. 23 on the shot clock here. Kohut. It's Kohut guarded by Ortiz. Gets by Ortiz. Swerves in, swerves back. Kohut up. Front rims that one. Rebounded by Bowery. Whistle here by the referee. Still waiting to see what the call will be, as it'll be whistled for a foul
on Adams right there. Calling it gonna be Hewlett ball.
As a questionable call there, as Bowery went for the rebound. Adams, not one of the tallest ones, trying to get down there and use the sides. May have gotten a little too physical. As Ortiz, guarded by Galarza, gets it over to McKennis. McKennis, plenty of time. 2 minutes in here, still no points. Bowery in the post, goes up. Mallon steps in to draw the charge, as that'll be Bowery's first foul here, as we've seen the Pirates the last two possessions really putting their body on the line, drawing back-to-back offensive foul charges. As Fasano to Kohut, back to Fasano. So far, defensive masterclass in these first couple minutes. Tight defense on all sides and great rebounding. As Kohut guarded by McKennis. Kohut with 19 on the shot clock. Kohut Euro-step drives in, as he will draw the foul there on Borsellino.
Yeah, you see a lot of Kohut and Fasano going back and forth, trying to set up their play.
As that foul actually looks to be on Bowery in a second, as Bowery had the instant impact early rebounding. It looks like he gets ready to sub out, and Cox, the sixth man, getting ready to sub in. Kohut trying to knock down the first points of this game. Front rims that one, as we are 2 minutes and 13 seconds in here and still no points.
Yep, Kohut getting ready for the second shot.
As Kohut is doing his ritual, trying to get this one to go, make the first points of the game. He gets that one. Pirates take the early 1-0 lead and pick up the first points of this BMB game of the week. As it's McKennis. McKennis gets it over there. As double team, Pirates playing double on ball defense, tight defense. McKennis down low, ends up being Cox, gives the Hewlett Bulldogs their lead. As now we're seeing maybe scoring breakout here as Kohut gets in the corner to Galarza. Galarza drives, gets baseline, hits Fasano cutting, not able to get that one. Loose ball for the rebound, referee will whistle jump, as Ortiz and Fasano had hands on it, as it will be Pirates got the first jump ball. That one looks to be staying with the Bulldogs.
Yeah, you know, that was a great play by the Bulldogs. Weren't able to get their first bucket of the game. They were getting pressed, had two on, but were able to find the open man twice and get the basket.
As we'll see if the Pirates keep running that 2 on the ball defense here to try and shut down Ortiz. As Ortiz with the crossover there, gets it in down low. Bulldogs up, and it is good. 4-1 Bulldogs. Back-to-back points, possessions with points. Oh, they finding their hot streak as Kohut spins around, gives it to Adams. Adams drives into a double, kicks it out. Galarza open, step back three, up, front rim, loose ball. Kohut able to get a hand on it, and now able to put it in. Pirates trail by 1.
Great plays by both in there. Kohut able to get the steal and then get the assist.
As Borsellino drives, open lane there, as the whistle, an offensive foul again, as the Pirates defense able to draw another offensive foul, as that one will be called on Cox.
Yeah, you see Mallon has 2 points in this game, but also last time Ortiz has 28 points last game, averaging 21 a game. But we saw his playmaking there, able to get the basket for the fourth point.
Yes, as he has not been able to open up his shooting yet. I believe he hasn't even attempted a shot, as Fasano now in the corner, guarded tightly. Kohut guarded by Cox, 20 on the shot clock. Galarza seeing it really run through the captains and Fasano tonight. as Gallarza trying to hit the cutting Kohut. Maybe deflected a little. No deflection called there as it'll go to the Bulldogs. Turnover by the Pirates.
Ortiz looking to inbound it.
As Ortiz inbounds it to McKennis. McKennis could be a threat from downtown for this team as he gets it up Ortiz now. Back to Ortiz. Ortiz, first shot, 3, no good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. Lots of offensive rebounds we've seen early. Spin by Cox, loses it, gets it back. Air ball there, rebounded by Borsellino as it'll be whistled. Another offensive foul drawn by the Pirates.
Yeah, one of the Bulldogs' keys of the game is to rebound, and they are rebounding extremely well. The offensive rebound has definitely given them more chances to get second chance points.
Agreed, as the Pirates being very consistent on the defensive end, trying to move that to the offensive end here. Only 3 points and 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. Still early, still plenty of time, but you always want to start hot as the referee will whistle for a foul. Looks to be a hold. Waiting to see who it is on, as it'll be on McKennis, and it'll be McKennis's first foul here, as it'll be Bulldogs over the limit, and they'll be shooting. Now highlighting one of the senior captains, Colin Kohut. Not exactly where he wants to be on the shooting end, but he's been all over on the consistency and leading the consistency and passing, as Fasano knocks down the first free throw, and the Pirates will start emptying the bench as Satani, Carabao will check in as long as Adams will check in, and Mallon and Kohut will check out. As Fasano trying to knock down the second one, gets the rolling in, Pirates back in the lead. So back and forth on all ends, offense, defense, and rebounding as we see McKennis over to the Bulldogs. As driving to the lane, kicks it out, and able to draw a foul there will be Borsellino going to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, very low-scoring game for both of these teams. You know, you look at the Bulldogs stats, and they have a bunch of people with averaging multiple points per game.
Agreed, as Borsellino, first one off the mesh there, and no good. That's Satani's first foul and Pirates' third. So 2 more by the Pirates, and the Bulldogs will be in the bonus shooting free throws. Borsellino's second one's up and good, knotted back up at 5. And Satani with it. Tiptoed the sideline, gets it over to Fasano. Back to Satani. Pirates trying to find that consistent sharpshooter to maybe try and get that pull away in this game. As Satani in the corner of Fasano. Down low, Gallarza. Gallarza getting a double on Adam. Loses it. Fasano dives on the loose ball. Timeout, Coach Adams. Very smart timeout there. As Fasano saw that loose ball, dove on it after his teammate lost it, and just making sure the Pirates keep possession. In a 5-5 game early, every possession matters.
Yeah, great time out there. But going back to the points, Justin Ortiz had 28 points last game, and Maxim McKinnis had 19. That just shows they can score and score easily.
Agreed, and you also have Bowery, who last game had a double-double of his own, 13 points, 11 rebounds, averaging 13 points. So that is the big three really heading this Bulldogs team. Bowery, 102 made shots. So we'll see, as Bowery with the early 2 fouls, how he will be used down the stretch by Coach DeBernardo, as now highlighting Gallarza, Ryan Gallarza, one of the star players, 64 made shots, returning all conference, averaged 14 last year. This year and this senior year averaging 12, so very consistent overall. This will be Satani inbounding it down low as he gets that in. Quick catch and shoot there to Fasano, give the Pirates a 7-5 lead.
Yeah, great set play right there. They had that drew up from the whistle. Great timeout by Adams again.
As McKennis to Ortiz, as now we have Trachtenberg checking in, and he gets the ball right away here. As in the corner, Bulldogs drive to the middle, right into a double, as that is a 2 there by Cox. That one is up and good, now back up at 7. As Satani just taking his time, slowing down the pace, gets it over to Fasano. Fasano with points on the last, trying to make it 2 in a row for him. Gallarza over to Satani. 2:23 to go. Down low, Fasano off the mark there, rebounded by Gallarza. Gallarza pushes up, able to get that on the fall. Pirates take the 9-7 lead back.
Yeah, another thing with the Bulldogs is Cox has 6 of their points. He's a bench player.
as McKenna drives. Yostep not able to get it on the fall. Cox trying to get that one. Second chance up and good as it looks to be Adams down. Looks like McKenna may have clipped him in the face with an elbow. Looks like he's helped up by his teammates and looks like he wants to stay in the game here.
Yeah, coach on Hewlett said Cox goes into the game when they need a spark, and he has given them a spark. He has 8 of their 9 points this game. Usually he's not their leading scorer, but this game he has been.
Agree, as sometimes you really need that out of your 6 men. When your star player like Bowery gets into trouble and Cox is that 6th man backup center, he comes in, you really need that takeover when your star goes down. As Caraballo able to draw the foul there. Looked like he might have slipped, referee calls foul. There's going to be 2 shots for Caraballo here. He's trying to get the lead back.
Yeah, Caraballo brings great size basketball IQ and is a very promising freshman who averages 7.7 points per game.
As back to our other story from before, with Bowery already with 2 fouls. That's now Cox with 2 fouls in the first quarter. As we have Borsellino getting ready to check back in. As 2 of those centers already in foul trouble. As Caraballo's first one off the side of the rim. As Borsellino will check into the game and Cox comes out with 2 fouls. As Caraballo trying to knock down this second free throw and give himself the 10-9 lead back. As Caraballo, second one up, nothing but net. 10-9, Pirates take the lead back as Ortiz. Ortiz over to McKennis, guarded by Satani. Pirates in a full court press here as Ortiz. Ortiz back to McKennis. McKennis picked by Borsellino. Borsellino rolls. McKennis takes the 3. It's good. 12-10 Bulldogs.
That's exactly what you want to see from the Bulldogs. One of your top scorers getting involved finally.
Yeah, one of your sharpshooters gets his first 3 to fall. Could get hot from here on out. Satani. Fasano back to Satani. Thought maybe a little contact there. The referee will whistle just out of bounds. Stay with the Pirates.
Yep, 19 on the shot clock. They still have a lot of time to maneuver with. 12-10 Pirates in a win-or-go-home game.
As very strong defense here, as you saw that again. Bulldogs able to get a hand on it and tip it out of bounds and deflect that pass. Fasano to Satani. Minute 6 to go, 10 on the shot clock. Caraballo gets double on Adam. Fasano's we're seeing tight defense again by the Bulldogs. Fasano, corner, Adams 3, trying to beat the buzzer. Caraballo gets the 3, pulls it away, finds an open lane, nods it back up at 12. As the referee will whistle for a delay of game warning. Pirates touched that ball a little after that. So another one, it'll be a technical and an automatic free throw attempt for the Bulldogs. And now it's McKennis. 40 seconds to go here in this first quarter. As Caraballo with the steal. Fast break. Getting back there, gets it up, and 4 straight by Caraballo. Pirates up 14-12.
Yeah, Caraballo really starting to take over right here, giving the Pirates the lead, as now Ortiz is trying to take over.
As Ortiz weaves his way around, and the referee will whistle a foul on Fasano, as Ortiz just able to get down low enough and draw that foul. 23.2 left. Mirage getting ready to check in along with Schmidt for Gallarza and Adams. Shot clock turned off. It'll be likely that the Bulldogs will hold for the final shot, not give the Pirates a shot to respond, as that one's in. Corner Ortiz, they alternate. Ortiz in and out there. Offensive rebound, Borsellino, not able to get the roll. Mirage with 16 seconds left in the fast break, moving quick. Mirage goes up. Looks like he lost control of his body there. Stepping in as McKennis. Offensive foul now drawn by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, both teams are going. Ortiz, though, you can see how much attention he's drawn. He has gotten double and triple teamed this game. That set play, they go to him, and Mirage able to get a great hand in there, getting a more contested shot.
As Spatty will check into the game for Trachtenberg, as it is McKennis with it. McKennis with 9 on the game clock here in this first quarter. Gets it over to another Bulldog. Gets it down low. Borsellino stolen by Satani. 2-1. Good if it went. Schmidt catches it just a little too late. That'll conclude the first quarter here. Pirates 14, Bulldogs 12.
Yeah, I think this is a very good first quarter for the Pirates. You know, they're a lower ranked seed team. You're leading so far. You definitely want to win.
And now we're going to send it over to DJ Loisel with our first quarter report.
Thanks, guys. Let's talk a little bit about these Mepham Pirates, who are having a much improved season from their last head coach by Jamie Adams. With a win today, they are able to punch their ticket to the playoffs, and even if they lose today, they can still make the playoffs with a win on Saturday. I'm excited to see how this matchup continues to shape up. Sending it back to our sportscasters.
Hello and welcome to the second period of BMB's Game of the Week. I'm Dylan Wigdor here alongside my friend Josh Angel.
We're here to take over the second quarter here. Hopefully we'll have a good continuation. Mepham's up 2 right now. Let's see if Hewlett could clap back.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of fouls called, a lot of sloppy play from both sides of the ball. They really need to figure out what's going on and turn it around. Coach Jamie Adams, for example, has been fuming on the sideline with what these calls have been so far.
Couldn't agree more. I mean, not a lot of scoring, just a lot of penalties on both sides and mishaps for both teams.
As Hewlett now will start with the ball down 2. Bringing it up now, guarded by Galarza. Galarza bringing some tight pressure. Great move there. Stolen by Kohut, and Kohut gets fouled right away. Great defense there by Kohut.
Good heads-up play by the guard for Mepham. He's in his final year, and it was just a great play to focus on the ball and make the steal.
That's Kohut bringing up the ball now. Hewlett in a 2-3 defensive zone. Let's see how Pirates trying to figure out something here. To Galarza. Galarza out to Kohut. Go to Carvalho. Carvalho swings it to Galarza. Galarza tries to drive the baseline. Spin move, loses it. Great defense there by McKennis. As that is stolen away by the Pirates. Carvalho up with it to Kohut. Kohut trying to bring the speed now to Adams. Adams fakes the pull-up. Swings over to Carvalho. Carvalho shot off the front rim and out. Rebounded by Ortiz. Ortiz now trying to bring up the ball, trying to figure out something here for Hewlett, down 2. Great spin move. Tough shot off the rim and out. Pull up Jay. Won't fall for Hewlett. That was number 21, Spady.
A lot of heads-up rebounds right now, but looks like we've got a foul or out of bounds. Looks like a foul.
As there will be a timeout called by the Pirates.
That's a travel.
The Hewlett coach is fuming right now. Wow, this has been a crazy game so far. Both teams really electric. Coaches mad on both sides of the ball. I don't know what to say.
I mean, this is an important game for both teams, and tensions are just running high. They're taking it out on the refs, which, I mean, never a good look, but.
As Coach DeBronardo for the Hewlett, so let's talk about him for a second. His strengths for his team are guard play, good shooting team, good rebounding team, and a good defensive team. But some weaknesses, when they can't shoot, they struggle. I mean, that sounds like a struggle for every team when that happens.
I mean, yeah, if you can't get them to go, I mean, it's kind of explanatory that you don't really have it going on that day. But I don't know. I mean, they haven't been struggling too much as of right now, so let's see if they could pick it up a little bit more. And,
Hewlett really needs to add on to, the Hewlett. Ortiz really needs to be a key part to this team's success today. They're down 2. The Pirates have been really good locking them up, as we got Kohut bringing up the ball. Still in a 2-3 zone there for Hewlett. Kohut drives in, pull up, blocked. Fasano grabs it though. As the shot clock malfunction there.
Great block by Hewlett right there. It was a great play. But a good heads-up play by Fasano to get the ball back for him.
That was a sophomore, Bowery, who accidentally walked into a triple-double the other day. Kohut now bringing up the ball. Carvalho. Carvalho to Kohut. Kohut to Carvalho. Carvalho to Fasona. Fasona trapped now. Foul there.
That's going to be a reach-in for Hewlett.
Not much contact there, but the Pirates do get the call.
Second of the day for Spady right there. Just a little bit rough on the reach-in. He's going to get called for that every time.
As Kohut now passing it in. This looks like it will be a line inbounds play. Down to Adams. Great cut there by Andrew Adams.
That was a great play by the Mepham Pirates right there.
As now Hewlett bringing it up. Fay. To McKennis. McKennis now. Guarded by Fasona. Wide open shot. Butter. Brandon Fay, how do you do?
That was a great shot right there.
Kohut now trying to figure out something here, only up 1. The point guard really needs to figure something out here. Carballo down to Mallon, out to Carballo, to Fasona. A lot of contact there, doesn't get the call. Mallon down low to Adams. Still some contact, doesn't get the call, but gets it off the backboard.
Great physical play by Andrew Adams there.
As now we're seeing some full court press here, but Hewlett gets by it. Strong drive with nice handoff pass, and down it goes for Salino. As we see Kohut now bringing up the ball slowly but steadily here. Fasona now with it. To Carballo. To Adams. To Kohut. Kohut for 3! Off the back rim. Grabbed by Hewlett. Ortiz with the ball. Ortiz tries to drive in. Tough layup. Won't go. Grabbed by Hewlett. A lot of contact. Doesn't get the call. Grabbed there by Kohut. Kohut with a nice behind the back move. Spins. A lot of contact there, but gets it out to Carballo. Carballo to Adams. Adams to Fasona. Fasona takes his time in the corner. Won't go. Grabbed there by Carballo. A lot of contact, but stolen away. As there will be a call there, but what is the call? Called on Adams. That was a great foul there. I mean, it stopped the fast break.
I mean, yeah, it was definitely a heads-up play, but that's going to be his second on the night, so you got to keep it.
As we saw a great replay there of, as now Hewlett should have had 2 points on the board, but do not succeed on that. As Adams checks out, Galarza back in for the Pirates. Fasona playing some tight defense on McKennis. McKennis drives in. Tough scoop with the right, just a bit short. Grabbed by Kohut. Kohut has a fast break lay. Smooth off the backboard. Colin Kohut adds on to the lead. Pirates up by 3 now. 4 minutes and 12 seconds hit the clock. Kohut with a big 3 points. McKennis up top with the ball, guarded by Kohut. We see a man defense here by the Pirates. Fasona on Ortiz. Ortiz tries to drive baseline. Off, tries to tip it in, won't go. And 1 called! Bowery gets the and 1 call. Going to the line now for an extra point.
And the Colin Kohut layup right there, beautiful off the backboard. Way to use his fast break to his advantage.
I could not agree more, Josh, as we see Bowery at the free throw line trying to get his 5th point of the game and tie this one up. And he will. Now to Kohut now in the inbound pass to Fasona. To Kohut. To Fasona. Fasona on the wing. Just a bit too strong. Hewlett trying to figure out something now. Fay with the ball. Their point guard on Kohut. Or Kohut on him, excuse me. As that is a big offensive foul. Fay extended his arm out and hits Kohut in the face.
Yeah, Kohut definitely took a shot to the face there. Definitely a good call by the referees there. And Mepham's going to take over.
As James Schmidt, people like to call him Schmitty, will check in for the Pirates. Replaces Jackson Mallon, who's had big key minutes today for the Pirates. It's Kohut trying to figure out something now to Carballo. Carballo out to Fasona. Nice screen set by Kohut. Kohut to Carballo. To Kohut. To Schmidt. Galarza. To Kohut. Carballo. 10 seconds at the shot clock. Schmidt. Kohut. Kohut on the top of the key. just a bit too strong off the back rim. Fought for by Galarza and Carvalho, but there will be a foul called on Carvalho.
Very physical rebound there. I mean, there was bound to be a penalty.
As one key player for this Mepham Pirates team will be number 11, Frankie Fasona. He needs to get a groove going for this team to get a big extended lead, as they are in a tie so far. It's Faye bringing up the ball now. As that is a nice dump off lay there for Hewlett. That was Stefano Borsellino. Kohut down 2 now. The point guard trying to figure out something here for this Pirates team. To Schmidt. Back to Kohut, playing a little bit of patty cake there. To Carvalho. Fasona. To Carvalho to Schmidt. Trap there, but gets it out to Fasona to Galarza. Galarza, nice turnaround. Jay at the free throw line. Tie game. Coach Adams calling out a press up defense. McKennis gets it over to Ortiz. Has Faye in the corner, can't see him. As that is a foul on Fasona. As Faye will be bringing in the ball here for the Hewlett team. Close to 5 seconds, let's get it. Ortiz puts up, as that is a foul on 3. Coach Adams is furious.
Back-to-back fouls for Mepham, not looking too good. They're gonna lay off the fouls and let Hewlett take a shot here.
As Kohut is in disbelief of that call. As Coach Adams gets a warning. Next one will be a technical foul, and Hewlett will have a free throw opportunity. Ortiz, first one. Bounces off the rim a couple of times, but ends up falling down. Second one falls as well. He will get one more at the strike. Up 2 now, trying to make it 3. Will Ortiz continue his great game so far on both ends of the floor? He will. Adds on to his total. Hewlett up 3 now. Schmidt to Fasona, back to Schmidt. To Kohut. Kohut drives in, pull up Jay. Smooth down the hole there. Carvalho playing some great defense. In the corner. Short. As there is another foul called on the Pirates.
Mepham with a bunch of fouls here down the stretch. They should probably look to change that if they want to turn this around down 1.
First one at the line for Hewlett. Off the back rim, and it will fall out. That was Trachtenberg, the junior shooting guard. He does a lot of the little things for this team. Second one now. Falls down. Galarza to Kohut to Schmidt. That was almost a double dribble. But it will still be Pirates ball.
The most obvious double dribble I've ever seen.
Galarza to backcourt to Kohut. Pirates down 2, 1:23 left in the first half. Carvalho to Fasona. Fasona to Carvalho. Galarza now with it. Pull up. Falls down. A couple bounces, but it ends up falling. Galarza. 1 minute left. Tie game. 1 minute, and there will be a timeout called. 1:01 left in the first half. Mepham 26, Hewlett 26.
Both teams starting to get the ball to fall here. I mean, tensions are running high, bunch of fouls, but it looks like both teams are starting to get it together. We've got a good ball game here, tied 26 with just a minute left in this first half.
As this is a key game for the Pirates, as if they win this game, they will be on to the playoffs. This is what you want out of this Pirates team, especially after last year, Josh. They did not win a game. You know, pressure is high coming into next season as you have Coach Adams, and you end up having a chance to make it to the playoffs after not winning a single game last year. That is major improvement.
Yeah, I agree.
Just so much better culture, so much better team efficiency. You know, that's exactly what you want. And for this Hewlett team, one player, of course, that has stood out for the big time this year is Justin Ortiz.
He's had himself a great year.
As speaking of him, he has the ball, but brings it up the court to Spady. Spady has the ball to Ortiz. Cross court pass to Fay. Fay, nice move. Fade away. Off the rim and out. Grabbed there by Schmidt. Galarza to Kohut. Kohut slowing it down now with 28 seconds on the shot clock, 33 seconds left in the first half. Caraballo to Kohut. Kohut. Kohut to Mirage. Mirage for three. Just a bit short. Ortiz bringing up the ball. 6 seconds left in the first half. As there is a foul called on Caraballo.
Another foul. I mean, definitely getting physical out here. Bunch of fouls for Caraballo so far.
3 seconds left in the first half. Tie game. Ortiz, will he change that? What I just said, tie game. He will. 27-26, Hewlett leading. Ortiz with a solid 4 points, coming with major defensive stops in this game. Knocks down the second. Galarza gets it into Kohut. Kohut splits by. Half court, he will not fall there for Kohut.
So Mepham's down 2 here to end the first half. They're down 2, 28-26. They've looked pretty good so far, both teams, on defense especially. But both teams have started to get the offense scoring so far. It's looking good.
I mean, it's been an incredible watch on defensive sides. Both sides of the ball playing exceptional defense. A lot of contact, a lot of fouls, but they're really playing through it. They really are.
They are, 100%. Couldn't agree more. This is a great game so far. Very important. And hopefully we see a good second half. And we're sending it over to our reporter, DJ Loizell.
It's coming up, Tosh. Be quiet.
Today, so far. But we still have the 2-point lead at half, so you got to take that.
What's going to be your message here to the guys?
You got to step up. Everybody's got to do their job. We're in a heavy foul trouble, and everybody from 1 to 12 is going to have to step up and do their job.
Thank you. Good luck in this next half.
Thank you very much.
Sending it back to the studio.
Thanks, DJ. And Sean, what did you see on that first half?
You know, this first half, what we've really seen is honestly a very balanced game between these two teams, which was definitely not expected at the beginning after we looked at those results from their last games versus Roosevelt. Obviously, a major scoring difference, but as we see here, Hewlett's leading by just 2 points going into half. Obviously, Mepham's been able to keep up with Hewlett on offense and having a good enough defense to keep just a 2-point deficit. Just a great feat by the Mepham team trying to get into these playoffs tonight.
Yeah, as you're talking about that Hewlett roster, two guys I want to highlight is Gabe Bowery and Kobe Cox. Kobe Cox at 8 points tonight, leading this Hewlett team in scoring. And for Gabe Bowery, it's been a board machine for him. As I said before, actually walk into a triple-double for this guy. Already has 5 points on the night and a couple boards. That's another great guy to have for the Hewlett roster.
You know, speaking of Gabe Bowery, too, he's averaging 13.3 points per game this season. Not only an elite rebounder, but an elite scorer as well. And that's crucial for this Hewlett team, who puts up a lot of points per game, as we've seen so far.
Yeah, and again for the Hewlett team, two guys that have been a little quiet, We know who they are. Justin Ortiz and Mason McInnes, two guys that are not been who they are so far. And talking to Coach DiBardano, you need those guys to step up, be your guys, be their scorers, and make threes for this roster.
I'm expecting them to keep Ortiz going later in this game. Obviously, he's an offensive machine, averaging 21.1 points per game, 7th in the entire county in scoring, and they're probably going to want to have that late game push from him, that outburst of scoring that he can usually give if they're able to get that momentum going to the third and fourth quarter. Hopefully they'll be able to have him and ride this game out with a win.
Yeah, and speaking of, like I mentioned, Mason McInnes averaging 17 points on the year. He's one of these guys that you can't leave open on the outside. He's an off guard that can make threes for you, work off Justin Ortiz, and give himself the ball in space.
And if they can have that 1-2 punch, to have them out on the court late in the game, just being able to get up a bunch of those threes, get up for those rebounds, assists, if they're able to have that offensive scoring machine late in that game and they can keep that lead or even extend it, that would be amazing for them if they're going up against such a great defense like Mepham's.
Yeah, flipping over to Mepham. As you're talking about that defense, we thought it was going to be a little more on that defensive side, the offensive side of the ball for Hewlett, and this Mepham defense has stepped up in a huge way, led by guys like Galarza and Kohut.
Galarza and Kohut, they've been key this game for Mepham, obviously, with the great defense as well as the offense. Kohut, one of the captains of this team as a senior guard, he's just one of the floor generals. He's been playing for this varsity team for a while. He knows what to do with these guys. He's been playing with these guys and Coach Adams. He's really what this team builds around. Obviously, we've seen a lot of that this game. He's been getting a lot of these balls. Yeah, and as we look at these replays for this game, Galarza, as we just mentioned, making a pull-up too at the line. It's a great look for him. Galarza, obviously the great shooter. He is obviously one of the leading scorers for this Mepham team as well. 12.2 points per game this season. All conference last year, averaging 14 points. He's one of the keys for Mepham's team that we've seen so far. And obviously, if they're going to want to keep this offensive steamboat rolling, then they're going to have to rely on him a lot, and hopefully his stamina doesn't go out too far. As we see a replay here of another jumper there, this time by Colin Kohut, the senior captain. Yeah, Colin Kohut, the senior captain, who's that guard play, who can dish it out to Galarza. Speaking about Galarza, he is a do-it-all forward, as I like to say, someone that can defend the perimeter, a guy that can get you a bucket on the outside, and a guy that can work and finish. Having all those skills is just so necessary for this Mepham team. Obviously, they have a lot of specialists, as we mentioned before, but Kohut, being this all-around guy who's able to play offense and defense at a great level at the same time, something that Mepham is very great with, and it's something that they're building off of right now. Obviously, we've seen this good defensive and offensive effort going into the half. Yeah, looking at the replay here, Galarza again making that bucket off the tip, and I like making off the tip, sorry. And as we want to highlight Ryan Galarza, one of their top defenders in the county, 12.2 points per game and 64 made shots in the year. Galarza, obviously, as a senior forward, great player, probably the star of this team as the captain. They're definitely going to be sad to see him go next year, but obviously he is here for one of the most important moments he's probably seen as Mepham goes for the push to the playoffs tonight. Just a 2-point deficit, and we'll see if this offense can get what they need to get themselves over the hill. Yeah, and for this Pirates team, you can't bring up someone that's not Caleb Calabero, their freshman phenom, who has played well tonight, played exceptional, playing that defensive center position, and has stepped up his play with that rebounding. Going against a guy like Gabe Bowery is going to be intense for him. Great center matchup, even though the grade difference is amazing. Carballo, the only freshman on the team. And obviously, if we go to Hewlett, we see their center, Gabe Bowery, is a sophomore. So they actually have a young matchup there at the tall position. Gabe Bowery, number 11. Obviously, we were talking about him accidentally walking into a triple bubble. He's really that do-it-all guy on offense, as we've seen a lot of. 102 main shots in the season. That's quite impressive from him. Yeah, two young guys at center position. Gabe Bowery. Gabe Bowery is one of the best players in the county at that center position. And as we brought before, Justin Ortiz and Mason McInnes. Another guy I like to bring up is Kobe Cox. Kobe Cox, who I said before in the pregame show, is kind of a sixth man off the bench and can spark that floor for them. Give himself a little bit of a new rhythm, a new pace to this roster. And, having that sixth man is very important. Obviously, for Mepham, it's Satani most of the time, but for Hewlett, it's Cox. And when this coach needs a spark, they go to him. He's that hustle that the team needs when one of their guys is just out of stamina, they have him just go. He is the go guy for this team, obviously, as we go in the second quarter. You have your guys start to get tired. It's very important to have these reliable bench guys who you can just pick up, put in the game, and you know they'll be able to do it all at a reliable level.
Yeah, do-it-all guy like that is important for this kid, and we want to bring up the playoffs again. It's a win and win. It's a win and in situation for the Pirates, and it's going to be important to win this game as they come down in the stretch in the second half. Another thing, it's the second thing is lose on Saturday. If they lose, they lose today. Win on Saturday is going to be important for them.
That's one of the things for Mepham that makes him a little less scared going into the second half. Obviously, if they lose this game, they still have the chance to make it into the playoffs with a win this Saturday. But they want to get it done tonight, obviously. And with just a 2-point deficit against the third best team in the conference, they're going to look to seal this deal right after this game.
Yeah, if they can seal this deal against Hewlett, it will be huge for them and their playoff implications. And for this Mepham team, it's going to be important to work through your guys. As we said, their keys for the game was play through your captains. Playing through their captains is going to be important for them, and captains lead that consistency on the floor.
Obviously, consistency great for Mepham. They have 26 points so far in this first half, and if they're able to keep up their offense going into the second half, hopefully, if their defense can step up as well, they'll be able to put down Hewlett. Obviously, with those playoff intentions, it's very important for consistency. That's probably why they have one of those key points here. And obviously, that third point, spread the floor, something they've been doing great, and something they're going to want to keep doing on this defense, obviously, with such talented three-point shooters and paint threats, as well as mid-range for Hewlett. You're going to want to spread out that defense, make sure you get to cover all facets of the floor, and try to tap that scoring bleed as much as possible.
Yeah, keeping that consistency is going to be huge for those captains on that floor. We've mentioned them a lot. Kohut, Galarza, and Adams. Look out for them while you're watching that game. And for this Hewlett side, it's going to be the guys we mentioned a lot throughout this halftime show. It's going to be Ortiz as we send it down to DJ Loisel with Jamie Adams.
Thanks, guys. Coach, you're down 2 here at half. What do you guys need to improve in the second half to get back into it?
Oh, we got to rebound. Yeah, we got to do a better job on the glass. They're a very talented team, very aggressive on the glass. We got to do a better job of rebounding.
What was your message to the team at half?
Yeah, just that, But we were pretty good on the offensive end, pretty good in defending, but the rebounding is going to separate us in this game, whether we win or lose.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Sending it back to our sportscasters.
Thanks, guys. I'm Maddie Geese alongside
Nikki Saracini, and it's been a great game so far. We have the Bulldogs up by just 2 points, and it's been an intense matchup so far. What have you thought?
It really has. I mean, as we can see, the Bulldogs are only up by 2, so both teams have been playing a great game, great offense, great defense, and honestly, we've seen both teams just push the ball. I know we had the Bulldogs' keys to the game, play good defense. Honestly, I've seen that the entire game. And then to go along that, the Bulldogs want to be very consistent, and we've seen them be very consistent with everything so far. What do you think about that?
Yeah, and it seems like both teams are really trying to win that back-to-back, and it seems like they've really played aggressively to try and win this game and be the one to come out on top.
Well, we do see that Mepham does have a very good reason to want to win. They are coming off a win and obviously trying to win back-to-back. That's like an amazing thing for them. But also, if they win tonight, they can go into the playoffs.
And now we're getting started here. Kohut taking it down the court, looking for a pass here, looking for an open teammate, and he passes to Adams. Adams taking it up towards the paint. It's almost stolen away by the Bulldogs. And it's taken up the court, up, and the layup is missed, but it looks like it's going to be Pirates' ball as they get that rebound. Kohut with it now. Out to Fasano. And a shot from Kohut, and it's in for the 3. Now McInnes for the Bulldogs, taking it up the court. Looking for a pass or a way to get into the paint. Passes it out to his teammate. And a long pass to the side and into the paint, and it's a layup, and it's in. Kohut taking it for the Pirates. waiting for a pass, avoiding the pressure of the defense, and it's stolen away by the Bulldogs as they get a layup by Justin Ortiz for the Bulldogs there, making it 32-29. Pirates now with it. Out to Galarza. Galarza to Adams. And Adams for the three. Just missed. Right off the rim there.
We can see Mepham wants their captains to be lead. And honestly, we've seen Koha all over the court so far, just in the beginning couple minutes of this third quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. And same goes for the Bulldogs with their captains as well and their senior leaders. As Ortiz goes for the shot there and it's missed.
Both teams are being really consistent and going back and forth. And honestly, yes, you see that in basketball, but sometimes you see one team dominate one side, and honestly, both teams have dominated both sides.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a lot of back and forth this whole game, and I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more of that. That first shot is just missed right off the rim there. And the second shot is taken by the Pirates, and it's stolen back by the Bulldogs for another shot, and it's going to be a foul there. First shot just missed right off the rim there as he goes for a second. And that second shot is good. Pirates taking it down. Pass out to Fasano. Out to Galarza. Galarza avoiding the defense of the Bulldogs here. And it looks like it's going to be a foul there.
These fouls can make or break a game. Sometimes you can take an early lead, and others you can just keep it the same.
Yeah, absolutely. The fouls really do make a difference. Galarza now taking a shot. And the Bulldogs steal it back, so long pass there, and it goes out. And it's a pass right into the paint there, and it's no good. Now long court pass to Galarza there as he makes that shot. Now we got McInnes taking it up for the Bulldogs. Pass, and it's looking going in the paint. Bit of a fight for the ball there, and it's going to be a foul.
Not only have we seen consistency in this third quarter, we've also seen a pretty physical game. People are throwing themselves through the ball and also not afraid to push others.
There we're highlighting McInnes there for the Bulldogs. He's been very consistent with this game. And there's another foul. Like you were saying, it's a very aggressive game. Both teams really want it, and they're showing that with these fouls.
Both teams are coming off a win. The Bulldogs are trying to win 4 in a row, and the Bulldogs are trying to win back-to-back. So it's definitely very motivating for both teams to want to win.
Yeah, definitely. And especially going into the postseason now, it's especially important at this time of year. As that first shot is up and in by Gabe Bowery for the Bulldogs, making it 34-31. That is his 6th point this game. And that second from Bowery is just missed. Looks like it's going to be another foul there.
Point out again, it's been a very physical game. We've seen both teams, again, taking so many fouls because they're just not afraid to throw themselves to the ball.
Yeah, definitely. Fasano now for the Pirates. Picking it up. Just lost that one there. So it's going to go out there. So you're going to get a sub here. Cox for Borsellino for the Bulldogs. And a quick shot, and that goes in by Galarza, but it looks like it's not going to count. There's some discussion on the call here, as that is no basket.
That basket could have brought Mepham closer to tying the game, but honestly, they still have a lot of time to come back. And again, we still have the fourth quarter. We don't. Well, it would be nice to tie the game up now, which could happen. We also have the fourth.
Yeah, definitely. It's anybody's game at this point. McInnes for the Bulldogs here. Over to Bowery. Bowery for the shot, and it's in. Fasano taking it up the court. Looking for a pass here. Taking it up still. Back to Fasano. And it looks like somebody's stolen, but there was a foul called. It's a very aggressive game. It's a big part of a basketball game, especially when it's this close.
And with so much riding for each team. You know, Bulldogs want to win 4 in a row, like I said before. Mepham wants to make it to the playoffs.
And that first shot did not make it, but the rebound went in for the Pirates, bringing them closer to tying the game.
Mepham is only 3 points off from the Bulldogs. So it's still anybody's game, like we said before.
Yeah.
And honestly, with this aggression, we could really see it come down to the last couple minutes in the next quarter.
Definitely. It has been all game really back and forth. So that's definitely a possibility as Ortiz takes his first shot. And it is just missed off of the rim there. He has 7 points. Ortiz with 7 points, now 8 this game. And Kohut taking up the court, passing it over to Fasano. And it's going to be a foul there.
You just mentioned Kohut. Honestly, I haven't seen him not on the court this quarter. He's honestly been up and down, passing the ball, and playing a very great game to help his team out. And that has to go along with he's the game captain's leading consistently. And honestly, we can see that with this team. These fouls have been really helping out both teams. I have to add that.
Especially when those shots are made, especially like that. There was those two shots made. Very crucial to the game. As Fasano passes it over to Kohut. Kohut taking it out to Fasano. Back to Kohut. And it's stolen by Cox. Looking for a shot there. And the rebound is almost able to make it in, but it's taken back by the Pirates. Fasano passing it over, and that layup is just missed. That layup by Caraballo there, so close.
You said so close, and I can't help but think this is such a close game. And honestly, both teams are playing so consistently and playing so well against each other. I know that sounds a little weird, but
yeah, two teams that have had a great season so far. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less than this.
they keep constantly pushing each other, both on offense and defense. When one team has good offense, the other team has good defense. It's a really great game to watch.
Yeah, I think they both really know what's at stake at this point in the season. Like I was saying before, going into playoffs with that momentum would really help both teams. So they really want this win. It's really important to them. And that, as McInnes makes that shot there, and Kohut taking it up for the Pirates, avoiding some pressure, waiting for a pass, waiting for someone to be open, and there's Fasano there waiting. And he's taking it in for the Pirates, avoiding some pressure of the defense. Spin and move. And Caraballo making that shot there.
These, like you said before, free throws are really helping the game. I mean, we just saw the Bulldogs pull away with a 5-point lead, but then honestly, Mepham came right back and scored.
Yeah, absolutely. It really changes the pace of the game, too. As now McInnes taking it up. Trying to set the pace. And there's a shot, but it's just missed. Wrestling for the ball. It looks like there's going to be a call there.
I gotta say again, these two teams are throwing themselves for the ball, constantly wrestling for the ball and playing so aggressive against each other.
Yeah, doing anything possible to just maintain that possession and try to limit those turnovers. And now Caraballo with the ball to Fasano. Long pass, and it is almost stolen, but there's going to be a foul on that play.
These teams are, like we said a couple minutes ago, these teams are throwing themselves for the ball, but we definitely see a reason why. The Bulldogs want to keep their lead, and Mepham wants to come back and snatch that lead straight from them.
Yeah, and I was talking about momentum before. It applies for the playoffs, but it also applies here. If they can get that lead back, or at least tie the game, it will be a lot easier to just take the lead in the fourth quarter. As now Schmidt is at the free throw line. Missed the first one, but he gets his chance for the second. And that second is just missed. And the rebound by the Bulldogs as they are able to steal that possession. Waiting for a pass there. Kicking in out for the three, but it's just missed.
We see both teams, honestly, back and forth is so important in this game, keeping leads, taking leads. But honestly, I have to re-say it. Look at this. Both teams fighting for the ball again.
And that shot there was by Caraballo. And here he is again at the free throw line. That first one missed. And he will get a second. He's got 9 points this game. That's big for a freshman. He's had a really great season so far. And that second one is just missed.
You just mentioned that that number 9 is a freshman, or number 4 is a freshman. Honestly, I can't help but say this team is made up of some great players, and we're not just seeing seniors take over. We're seeing every grade take over and play amazing game.
Yeah, absolutely. Led by senior leadership, but there's still a lot of promising young stars on this team. And there for the Pirates, they're going to end up on the floor, and there's going to be a call on that play.
Like you said, they're led by senior leadership. Well, yes, they are, obviously, by captains who are seniors and all of that. They honestly aren't taken over by senior leadership. We see sophomores and even some freshmen come in and just not even carry the team, but help carry the team. It's a team sport. We see it's a very, very team.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're really getting used to each other this season. They're having great starts to their season so far, and hopefully taking that into playoffs if they're able to make it there.
Well, it doesn't just all rely on this game. We have this game. If they win, then they automatically go to the playoffs. But they also have Saturday, where if they win Saturday, they also have a shot at going to the playoffs.
Yeah, it's a really crucial point in their season, as these games really matter more than ever.
They do. With the playoffs creeping up, we want to see a win tonight. We're at home, so obviously. But again, if Saturday brings a win, we could also see a playoff spot taken there.
Yeah, and that's another reason why it's really important for the Pirates, like we were saying before, why they're playing so aggressive, why they really want this win, even more than a traditional game, is because of that.
And also, you'd love to clinch the playoffs at home.
Yeah. Fasano now taking it up. Pass to Adams. Adams back to Fasano. Back to Adams. Playing a game of patty cake here. Kohut bringing it into the paint. Outside to Galarza for the 3. It's just missed, and the rebound by the Bulldogs. McInnes taking it up. Pass back. Looking for another pass here. Taken into the paint, and unable to get a shot off there. So a pass back, and there's going to be another call on that play.
Mepham just played some amazing defense, as we heard a defense chant here by the fans, which honestly have helped the Pirates out a lot this season. Fan motivation is one of the main reasons, is definitely a help for this team.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always helpful to have that. And Kohut now taking up to Adams. Out to Fasano. Playing from the ground. And going to be wrestling for that ball there. And there's a call on that play.
Another example of them literally throwing and wrestling for this ball.
Yeah, they're really doing whatever it takes to get that possession and maintain that possession.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Both teams are playing a very aggressive game. What did we expect to see? Yes. But also, it is definitely great to see both teams so motivated for this win.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something about just wanting that win so much that it really means everything. Every point matters, and especially in a game this close going into the fourth quarter, every moment is going to matter.
A game this close going into the fourth quarter, on top of that, it's playoff season. The playoffs are literally knocking at these two teams' doors, and they would both love to be in it.
Yeah, and just two evenly matched teams, I would say, or as evenly matched as they could be. And it just makes for a really good game like this one, where it's this close. And like I was saying before, every minute matters, so even with just 9 seconds left.
Not even every minute, every second matters.
You're right, yeah. As the Bulldogs take it up. Wasting a little bit of time here, but looking for that shot. And that 3 is going to go in right at the buzzer. What a buzzer beater, I mean.
A slight pull away, but Nikki, what do you expect to see in the fourth?
I mean, I expect to see a little bit more of the same, but now that the Bulldogs have gained some momentum, I expect them to probably have a little bit of an early lead.
I definitely agree. I think we could see both one or either of these teams pull away. Now let's send it over to DJ with our sideline report.
Thanks, guys. Let's talk a little bit about these Hewlett Bulldogs coming into this one with a 7-3 league record, trying to make tonight their 4th win in a row. When I talked to their coach before the game and during halftime, he repeated the same things. In order to win this game, they need to limit the turnovers and limit the fouls. That's all that I have for you guys. Sending it back to our sportscasters.
Thank you, DJ, as this is it. Flashing back to the beginning of the game, we knew the Pirates were in a win-and-in scenario, and here it is. It's right on you. 8 minutes left to go in this game. 6-point game in the 4th quarter, getting ready to begin. Pirates win, they're in. If not, they will head to Roslyn and face off against Roslyn in a shot where they have to win that. Then they will end up in the playoffs.
Jared, it is right on their fingertips. Literally, it is right in front of them. They just have to succeed, they have to execute, and they will make it.
Agreed, as this win will fully clinch the turnaround for Coach Adams. Going defeated last year, already at 10 wins, trying to make it 11 and a playoff run, as the Pirates will start with Caraballo getting ready to inbound it to Kohut, as Kohut will take his time and have the Pirates set their own pace here in this 4th quarter. As Kohut gets it into the front court now, guarded tightly over to Galarza. Galarza holding it 24 on the shot clock here. Galarza guarded tightly by Cox, run into another defender by McKennis. Referee whistles jump ball, and it will go to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, the Pirates really need to just keep the ball together. They have to make the right pass at the right time, and they will succeed. I mean, earlier in the game, they were doing that, and they had a lead, but they just couldn't do it after the Hewlett defense adapted.
As here's Trachtenberg, no good on that 3. Kohut with the lead. They'll whistle. It is out of bounds as he caught the ball with 2 feet on the line, as it will stay with the Bulldogs. Mallon checks into the game for Caraballo. As it will be getting ready to inbound is Trachtenberg. Fresh shot clock here, 7:31 to go here in this 4th quarter. As it's Ortiz. Ortiz with it. Over 3, up, off the mark there. Adams tips it up to himself. Adams over to Kohut. Kohut gets into the front court with pace, guarded by Trachtenberg, gets it over to Fasano. As Fasano fakes on Ortiz on him, gets the pick. Fasano finds an opening, loses it out of bounds. Adams thought it may have been touched by a Bulldog. Referee signals no, it'll be Bulldogs ball. 52 seconds into this quarter, no point, just tight defense and good rebounds.
You know, Hewlett really needs Ortiz to step up if they want to get this lead larger. That is their key player.
As here's Ortiz. Hasn't really had his big moment here, as now with the ball is Spady. Spady back to Trachtenberg. Trachtenberg over to McKennis. McKennis with the big shot before half. Now into the post, kicks it out in the corner, and it'll go out of bounds, an errant pass. As substitution here is Borsellino will check into the game for Trachtenberg.
As we do see a nice replay here of that nice shot to end the 3rd quarter, which got the lead up to 6 for Hewlett.
Just the true definition there of a shooter's bounce. Just shows that the ball right now is bouncing towards the Bulldogs as Kohut gets it over to Galarza. Galarza in the corner. Kohut takes a fall there, drew the contact on McKennis. As that'll be McKennis' 3rd foul here, 2 more, and he will foul out. One of your stars in foul trouble here. Still plenty of time, only 6 minutes. So you're going to want to play it safe with your stars as McKennis. And earlier you saw was Bowie got an early foul trouble, but he's cooled that down. As Kohut will inbound it down low. Fresh shot clock, 6:35 to go. 6-point game here as Kohut gets it into Mallon. Mallon over to Fasano. To Galarza. Back to Kohut. Very deep 3 there. Up, off the rim. Rebounded fast by McKennis as he slows it down, trying to get control of the game. It's not a team maintaining momentum here or the pace of the game as McKennis calls over there on Fasano, gets it over to Borsellino. 3 there, Spady, front rim, rolls around. Mallon goes down, Kohut into the front court. Referee blows it dead as Mallon was down with the injury. But if you're the Pirates, you know your players hurt, but Kohut looked like he was about to find the opening there and find that fast break. As we have an injury stoppage here. 6:08 to go in this 4th quarter as Mallon will check out of the game here looks to hopefully feel better. Caraballo will check back in. Pirates on the court. Adams, Kohut, Fasano, Galarza, and Caraballo. And for the Bulldogs, it will be Borsellino, Ortiz, Spady, waiting for the other two as it looks like it'll be McKennis and Bowery. The key five trying to swing this game forward towards another team. Kohut down low.
I mean, two big men in New York getting big cuts on their face. Karl Anthony Towns for the Knicks and Jackson Mallon for the Pirates.
Agreed. As the Pirates, Mallon hoping to get back in this crucial game here. As Kohut will have it down low. 31 on the shot clock looks to be. Kohut gets it in and up to Adams. Adams glows a free throw, mid-range, no good. Kohut able to steal away the rebound there as Kohut gets pushed there. Looks like it was by Borsellino, and that's already 4 fouls on Borsellino. One more, as it looks to be actually called on McKennis. McKennis. 4 fouls, one of your stars, your sharpshooter. You're really going to want him for those final 2 to 3 minutes to get those key buckets. 2 fouls already in the first 2 minutes for the Bulldogs. Adams right off the inbound. Perfect chemistry between Kohut and Adams. The two captains taking charge, 4-point game. As Ortiz guarded by Galarza. Galarza, one of the top defenders on the team and in the county. Guarding tightly Ortiz, the superstar of the Bulldogs. Picked there by Bowery. Ortiz drives, kicks it out, swinging it around. Trashtenberg 3. Air ball there. Looks to maybe be a save. Referee whistles. That'll stay with the Pirates. As the Pirates tightened up that defense, those last 2 possessions now have gotten back-to-back stops. And just here highlighting the underclassman, only a freshman, Caleb Caraballo, one of the stars, brings size, averaging 7.7, only getting better here. As Fasano into the front court, 5:28 to go. Fasano tries to hit a cut in Galarza. Galarza looks to slip. No call there. Hillsburg will check into the game. 3-point threat for Trashtenberg.
I mean, Adams just getting his the first 2 points of the quarter with about 5 minutes and 50 seconds. It has been a defensive quarter for both teams so far.
Agreed. And overall today, it's been a very defensive game. From beginning, trying to carry that over to the end as Ortiz drives to the lane, tries to get the Euro. Not able to get the roll off the rim, able to corral his own rebound, not able to get that one to fall, as Caraballo, the freshman, able to get the way, as Kohut drives up on Hillsburg. Caraballo gets another rebound, this time on the other end, and it is called foul on Bowery. And that is 3 fouls on the Bulldogs with 4:58 to go. 2 more, and the Pirates will be shooting from here on out, as that's Bowery's 3rd foul. If you're the Bulldogs, you don't love to see that foul, but he has cooled down on those fouls. He picked up 2 in the first couple minutes and only 1, so he is not in that much foul trouble. As actually that was on Spady's 3rd, as Caraballo's first one up and good. 3-point game here.
Yeah, Caraballo, I mean, he has been an impressive freshman all year. He has been an X factor for this Pirates team. Let's see what he can do in this final stretch with Mallon injured.
And the freshman trying to take control here, knocks that one down, gets us down to a 2.1 score game. As it's Hillsburg. Hillsburg taking his time going up the court. As Hillsburg getting some key clutch minutes here, gets it over to Ortiz. Ortiz gets baseline, gets it up and gets the roll and bounce off the glass. Back to a 4-point game as Kohut. Guarded by Hillsburg. Kohut trying to split the defenders. He does. Takes a fall. Caraballo goes up. Blocked by Bowery. Over to Ortiz. Ortiz, Spady, full court, cross court. It's up. It's good. And just like that, 6-point game. And down is a Pirate. Looks to be Adams. That's not what you want to see right now for the Pirates. As you've seen already, 2 injuries to 2 of your stars, which is just going to allow those other guys going to need to really step up in this crucial of a game. And that's the second time we've seen Adams get hit. But if you're the captain, you're Adams. He's one of the toughest kids on this team. He will not come out of this crucial of a game. 4:26 to go. Pirates only down 2 scores here. Kohut picks it up, guarded by Hillsburg. Kohut is taking his time as Kohut over to Fasano. Fasano guarded tightly in the corner by Ortiz. Kohut, Caraballo. Caraballo tries to get it down low, succeeds. Fasano, Caraballo gets Bauer in the air. No good. Kohut gets the lead, loses it, gets it back, takes a push there. Borsellino picks up a foul there as it looks to be on Borsellino, his second foul. Pirates will inbound it down low. Timeout, Coach Adams. As it is 4 fouls here, 1 more, and the Pirates will be shooting free throws from here on out. Pirates yet to commit a foul yet in this fourth quarter. Just tight defense, and this is a pivotal possession with 3:59 to go. All these possessions matter, whether it's on offense, whether it's on defense, and the Pirates will come out in this key situation. Fresh shot clock, 3:59 to go, and need points.
I mean, we need to talk about Caleb Caraballo for a second because we see their starting center, Jackson Mallon, is out. Who knows if he'll return for this game? And what he has done so far, knocking down 2 clutch free throws, having great defensive possessions, he has done everything that Coach Adams has wanted him to do this entire season, and he has stepped up so far. And we have seen some key guys come into this game, like James Schmidt, number 2, Abdullah Mirage, as we see a replay here of a great take there. I mean, it's incredible how this offense has been strolling around for Hewlett, especially in Mepham turf.
Agreed, as you're really seeing Caraballo's basketball IQ set in, just like Coach Adams has said before. He's a very promising freshman, and it's incredible to realize that he's only a freshman, and the basketball IQ setting in with those key offensive and defensive rebounds. As Kohut inbounds it, right in, Gallarza goes up, tries to draw contact, rebounded by Borsellino, as Borsellino gets it over to Hillsburg. Hillsburg just making sure he avoids the 8-second violation, gets it over to Spady. Spady to Ortiz. You always want the ball in these key situations in the hands of your stars, and that's exactly what Ortiz is. Ortiz out, Spady 3. It's up, it's good. Referee whistles, toe on the line. Spady's bucket knocked out. And McKenna's getting ready to maybe check in soon, but you got to remember, that's 4 fouls, 1 more, and he will be out of this game as Fasano in the Kohut. 3:37 to go, 47-41.
Kohut really needs to facilitate this offense down 6 with 3:30 left.
As it's Fasano now. Fasano hits a cutting Adams. Adams quick runner, good. As it is a 4-point game now, back down to 2 scores. As Ortiz with it. Crucial possession here. As Ortiz guarded by Gallarza. Ortiz drives, tries the stutter step, doesn't get the go. Referee whistles as it's a travel on Ortiz. The Pirates have really turned up the defense here down the stretch, forcing those empty possessions and even the turnover, such as that travel.
I mean, they have been incredible on defense. No fouls yet with pretty much more than half of this quarter. It's been incredible to watch.
As Kohut gets it over to Adams. Adams, Fasano. Fasano, quick pass, Gallarza. Gallarza trying to get the runner, split the defenders, steps in another, rebounded there, Caraballo. Key offensive rebound there, not able to get that one to fall. Gallarza tried to tip it off of Borsellino, not able to get that one off of the back of Borsellino. And here it is, the pivotal moment of the game. Maxon McKennis checks in, 4 fouls, one of your top scorers in Nassau County when he gets hot. Hasn't been that hot tonight, but down the stretch, you want all your stars in there. As you see all 3 of them, Bowery, Ortiz, and McKennis.
Let's see how the Pirates stop this.
As Ortiz leap pass there to Bowery. Kohut able to get a hand on the ball as Kohut able to draw the foul there on Bowery. And that is called on Bowery for a hold as Bowery picks up foul number 3 here tonight. And that'll be free throws from here on out as Colin Kohut, senior captain, heads to the line for pivotal free throws here, trying to knock it down. With at least one, you're in a 1-score game here.
I mean, the free throws today, they've been about 50-50 for the Pirates. Hewlett hasn't had many opportunities at the strike, but I feel like they've pretty much succeeded at the strike as well.
As Kohut, first one up off the mesh. As Kohut, 8 points, not able to knock down that first. Even with this second one, you're in a 3-point game and puts Kohut at 9 points. Really coming up in the big moments, only averaging 5.7, but he's a leader all over. Kohut's second one up, off the mark, rebounded by Borsellino. Borsellino to Ortiz. Ortiz gets it in the front court now. Ortiz drives, hits Borsellino as Borsellino loses it nearly, and a timeout there by Coach DiBernardo.
I mean, let's talk about Hewlett for a second. About like their 3 keys to the game was play good defense, push the pace, and rebound. Rebounding, I mean, it's been 50-50 for both sides. Hewlett has a much higher difference in height, and you know it's just been push the pace. They've been bringing up the ball very quickly and trying to catch Mepham off guard and play good defense. I mean, they've kept them to only 45 points when they're pretty much averaging around the 50 mark per game. As we see a nice replay here of the nice cut by Adams, found there by the Pirates. I mean, it was just exceptional to watch.
Agreed, but a huge reason why these Bulldogs are winning is the guys who you don't normally realize are going to pick up these big minutes and big buckets, as Cox had 6 in that first half. You have Borsellino playing heavy minutes too. Those 2 guys coming off the bench all year, one of them the 6th man, one of them just coming up in a role that you really don't expect here. As you see him here in the clutch, 2:27 to go, 4 minutes. Pirates waiting to break their huddle. Bulldogs have broken their huddle. They'll keep Hillsborg, Ortiz, McKennis, Borsellino, and Bowery. And Pirates, Caraballo, Adams, Kohut, Fasano, and Galarza. Both teams keeping their 5. Their 5 crucial players here. That's 27 on the shot clock after that timeout before by the Bulldogs. As Hillsburg, as you see Bowery calling for it up top, doesn't get it. Ortiz, highly contested corner 3, knocks it down right in Galarza's face. Pirates trail by 7. As Kohut, Caraballo. Pirates trying to maybe match that 3 or at least get points. Kohut tries the Euro step. Tight defense there by Hillsburg and Bowery. Turnover by Kohut. 2:14 to go. 7-point game.
I mean, it's just great defense there by Hewlett. They've been exceptional so far. The fouls are really killing them, but they have been aggressive on defense this entire quarter.
As it is McKennis. McKennis over to Bowery. Bowery hits Ortiz. Ortiz thought about maybe trying another one. Hillsburg, big threat from 3, not able to get that one. Borsellino, offensive rebound. Gets it out to McKennis. McKennis drives. Deflected there by Adams. Caraballo able to save it as Fasano takes a hard fall there. Foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 with the Bulldogs being over the limit.
As we see a nice replay here of a great contested shot by Ortiz. Just an amazing spot-up shooter no matter the circumstances.
As last game he hit 7 threes, and that is just one of the reasons why he's one of the top scorers in the county. Didn't even get off to that hot of a start, but he's really coming up when you want it most from your big guys. Fasano with 2 big free throws here and just highlighting Adams, who had that clutch runner before as Fasano knocks down the first. Adams coming off a great last game, and he's really stepped into a huge role from last year and just carried it a load and taken it on a perfect way. Fasano's second one up and good. 5-point game here. As Bowery struggling to maybe get it in here as it's McKennis. Just getting it into the front court with pace, slows it down, picks it right back up. McKennis thought he maybe drew contact. Bowery, offensive rebound, up and good. As Bowery, I believe that's 5 or 6 offensive rebounds. Just a huge presence on the glass with that height advantage. As Kohut tries to spin there, kicks it out. Adams 3, like I said before, huge impact, stepped up his role, and he gets the 3, 4-point. As you see, Coach Adams really wanted that timeout before, was not granted it by the referee, as it'll be a foul on the Pirates.
Their first one of the quarter. Adams really with a clutch 3, ice in his veins there, down 4. This Pirates team is really not fighting. They were far, but they were never out.
Agreed, as you're really seeing that connection tonight between Kohut, Galarza, and Adams, the 3 captains really banding together to try and pull off this huge victory on home court. At the whistle, Kohut for a hold. Kohut may have thought McKennis got a hold of him first, as Kohut's whistled there for the foul.
As Kohut now just has his hands behind. A lot of contact there, and it will go the Pirates' way!
As Kohut gets it right back, as he was called for that hold before. He could see McKennis was getting a little grabby there with his hands, takes advantage of McKennis' aggressiveness, puts Kohut at the line, 2 big free throws, timeout, Bulldogs, just trying to calm down the team, get them back in their game. 2 big free throws here, as Coach Adams will most likely also drop his tight defensive plays and not only worry about those free throws. 1:23 to go, 4-point game, exactly what you hoped for. You knew this was a win-and-you're-in situation between 2 of the top teams, 10-8, 5-5 in the county Pirates, 13-5, 7-3 Bulldogs, and it has absolutely delivered that big game mentality here. The question is, who will come up with that biggest bucket when you truly need it most? Kohut trying to get that going for the Pirates here. That was McKennis fouling out of the game there. Checking back into the game is Trachtenberg.
That is a huge loss for Hewlett. McKennis really, as the coach now, just getting yelled at for getting his drink.
As we see Kohut checking in now, as the referee is actually delivering a technical foul to Coach DiBernardo, as we'll see who Coach Adams will choose to shoot that free throw. It'll be interesting to see who he chooses, who he thinks is that guy. Kohut, one of the hottest guys from the free throw line on the year, as it'll be Fasano. Fasano, the sharpshooter from 3, trying to carry that over from the free throw line. Has really been the shooter, gets it up and not able to get it to fall. As the second one coming now here. As Fasano, big second one, not able to knock down a pair. As we've seen that a bit of a struggle tonight for the Pirates. Just not able to knock down those free throws. Could end up costing them majorly. They've struggled from the free throw line. As you had Kohut miss a couple before, you had Fasano miss those 2 big technical free throws. As it'll be interesting to see. As here we go, the Adams getting ready to inbound it here. Guarded tightly by Borsellino. As you see Galarza and Caraballo up, as you see it delivered back door to Kohut. Kohut deep in the backcourt, now moves into the front court. 1:16 to go, 4-point game here. As Kohut drives, trying to split defenders again, not able to as Kohut draws a foul there, and that'll be on Hillsburg. Kohut will go to the line. 2 huge free throws. Spady, the sharpshooter from the Bulldogs, getting ready to check in. Just came up from JV, looking to carry that over as he'll come in for huge minutes here.
Kohut really needs to knock down these free throws, at least one, to just get it into a 1-score game, Jared.
As Kohut's first one up and off the mark, and the Pirates have gotten cold from the charity stripe here tonight. As Trachtenberg checks out, Spady, like I said, the sharpshooter checks in. 1:10 to go, 4-point game here. Huge free throw by Kohut. That free throw knocks it back down to a 3-point game. As you hear the Bulldogs fans getting loud, trying to distract Kohut. Kohut misses that one. Galarza offensive rebound. Fasano now. Fasano drives, tries to go up. Adams, big 3, off the mark, doesn't get the bounce. Referee will blow it, and it'll be going to the Bulldogs. As it went off a bunch of hands there, ends up falling in the hands of the Pirates, off the Pirates to the Bulldogs. Ortiz with it now. Ortiz just making sure he gets it up there because he knows the Pirates will need the foul. As Ortiz down low, kicks it out, as it'll be going to the free throw line is Bowery, as Trachtenberg getting ready to check in.
Bowery really needs to knock down these free throws to get it to a 5 or 6-point lead for Hewlett.
As it'll be a technical foul on Ortiz. Very interesting call there. Don't exactly know what the technical foul was for. So Coach Adams, who will he choose? Last time it was a tech. He
did choose Fasona last time, but he missed the 2 free throws. Let's see if he puts Fasona back at the strike, or will it be Adams, Kohut, Caraballo, or Galarza?
As here comes the free throws first for Bowery, as that foul occurred first. Bowery makes the first one here, as we're back up to a 5-point game here. Back up to a full 2 scores, trying to make it a 2 3-pointer game. Bowery, second one up and nothing but net. Bowery knocks down 2 big free throws there, as now it looks like it'll be Adams. Adams has been sharp from mid-range and 3 tonight. Hasn't gotten many free throw attempts tonight. Trying to knock down the key one to get it back down to 5. Adams up, and it's good. Adams knocks it down. Second one for the technical. Last time the Pirates missed a pair. Now he's trying to redeem them. And Adams up and reverses the curse. 4-point game, 53.2 left. Timeout Pirates. And just here's a replay of Bowery able to go up and put that one in over a group of Pirates.
Jared, it is a 4-point game, 52 seconds. It is crunch time for this Pirates team. This is a trip to the playoffs after a no-win season last year. This is a big turnaround. And will we see the Pirates in the postseason? Who knows? But this has been an incredible game, and they have it on their fingertips now. They just have to play great defense, run up some plays, and get to that basket.
Agreed, Dylan. As Coach Adams, you can see he's just drawing up that play. It'll be interesting to see whose hands the ball ends up in. Will it be Adams, who hit that key 3 before, and that key free throw? Will it be Kohut? He will go with the senior who's had a rough night tonight, but has tried to split those defenders over and over again, able to draw those fouls sometimes. Or will he try and use Galarza? Galarza has not had that height advantage tonight with Bowery, but Galarza is normally able to use that physicality and draw those fouls to get those free throws. As Bulldogs break the huddle, same 5. Pirates break it 2. Looks like it'll be junior captain Andrew Adams getting ready to inbound it. Fasano heading to the backcourt. Caraballo, Kohut, and Galarza waiting for him in the front court as it's Fasano now. 4-point game. 2 scores exactly. Fasano gets the pick there from Adams. Fasano splits defenders, finds the lane. Blocked by Bowery. We've seen his presence from the beginning, and now he's carrying it over to the finish. We saw the blocks early, the offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, and then when they need it most, a crucial block. When it looked like a guaranteed basket there by Fasano, no good. Fasano now trying to redeem it. 3, off the mark, rebounded by Bowery. As Bowery gets fouled, as they'll call a technical foul for Bowery spiking the ball after the whistle. As pivotal play, as it'll be 2 free throws here. And here it is, the stakes again. We've said it time and time again. Pirates 10-8, 5-5 in the conference, trying to pick up win number 6. 2 technical free throws coming, as we've seen technicals here down the stretch on Bowery, Coach, and Ortiz. 2 of the top 3 we've seen technicals on, as Coach Adams talking it over with Kohut and Fasano. Pirates playoff scenario on the line, or they'll have to go in against the top team in the conference, Roslyn, who's tough to beat and have not lost a lot. And here it is. Andrew Adams, 2 of the biggest free throws so far of his junior season. First one is up, and it gets the shooter's roll. It is a 3-point game. 3.8 second difference between shot clock and game clock. Adams' second one is up and good. And Adams just showing the true ice in his veins here tonight. He's gotten the last 2 technical free throw attempts. He's 4 of 4. Just the true star right when they need it most from their captain. 2-point game here. 38.8 left. Adams with Fasano waiting for him in the backcourt. Adams gets it into Fasano. There was about a 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Will the Pirates hold to get that 2? Or will they go for it now? As Galarza thinks about driving, gets it out to Fasano. Adams with it. Keep man down the stretch, Fasano. As big 3, Galarza up, off the rim. Bowery and Caraballo. Referee whistles jump ball. And it will stay exactly where it is right now. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And again, the freshman exactly where he needs it. Huge timeout. Coach Adams, this is the biggest play of the Pirates season. On your home court, trying for that true full circle redemption moment in Coach Adams' just second year, as you see him drawing up that play. You've seen him go to Fasano down the stretch. You've seen him go to Adams and Galarza. Caraballo. If they miss, there's 16.2 seconds left. They could get that huge offensive rebound by Caleb Caraballo like he's gotten. Caraballo stepped into a massive role here as a freshman. Just doing exactly what he needs. You're getting those keyboards, as we saw Malin go down earlier this quarter, as we see the huddle broken by the Bulldogs. the lineup looks to be Borsellino, Spady, Bowery, Ortiz, and Trachtenberg. Bulldogs broke their timeout. Pirates break theirs now.
Jared, this is one of probably Coach Adams' biggest plays of his Mepham Pirate coaching career. But does he go for the win or does he go for the tie to try and send it to overtime?
It'll be very interesting here to see as we see two sharpshooters in Caraballo and Fasano, one of the sharpest shooters on this team, as Kohut just making sure he gets it in. Galarza swiped away by Bowery. Loose ball here as the referee whistles as it'll be a foul here.
As it will be a full timeout called by Hewlett. Galarza just lost the ball. But if they just miss one, it is still a 1 point opportunity, basket opportunity, excuse me there. One shot, one basket is all they need. They just need them to miss one free throw, and they have a chance.
And this is it. I expect the ball to be in for the Bulldogs. The hands of your star, truly Ortiz, or even Bowery. Bowery, you saw him hit those 2 clutch free throws before. Nothing but net, not even a threat for those Bulldogs fans here. Or also any of your stars, but it is crucial being without your star mechanics who about halfway through this fourth quarter fouled out. So here we go. Bulldogs talking over their last few things in their timeout. Pirates do theirs. Everybody staying the same here, as that was foul number 4 on Fasano. But right now, that is the least of Coach Adams' thoughts. As Pirates just getting ready, trying to obviously go for that steal, because if you get that steal, then you don't have to foul and even think about giving up those points there. As both teams break their huddles here. Both teams 5 on the court. As Spady in with the big inbound pass here, as you see the Bulldogs fans and hear them getting loud. Spady just trying to get it in. 2, 3, near 5-second violation. Timeout called, not granted, as Ortiz is fouled by Galarza.
Very hard foul there by Galarza. Let's see if Ortiz can come up clutch for this Hewlett team and knock down both. Yes, it helps, but that does not erase the change of the game. You know, they can easily hit a 3. But will it come down to a 3-pointer for this Pirates team to tie it up and go to overtime?
Well, even if he hits a pair, we could just see free throws go back and forth and see who misses them. As Ortiz misses the first, as Trachtenberg checks in along with Cox. Cox we saw is a huge highlight here, as we see Adams coming back and just running to the sideline here. Adams wanting maybe a new jersey here, as he looks like he may have sweat through his. As here's Ortiz, one of the top guys out there in the big moment, trying to do it.
As Adams gets another jersey now.
As Adams now has switched to number 20. Interesting to see. Most likely he just sweated through his jersey. Pirates crowd getting loud along with their bench. Ortiz with the big free throw to try and make it a 3-point game. Nothing but net. No timeout to the Pirates. They're going to move fast. Kohut, corner, Fasano, Adams, Kohut, Caraballo, big 3, rolls off the rim. It looks to be out of bounds, whistled, and it will stay with the Pirates. 1.9 seconds, as actually no, it'll be the Bulldogs. As it is in, Kohut steals it, goes up, as it looks like that'll do it here, folks. The Hewlett Bulldogs come into the Mepham, pull off the big win, and the story to watch here will be on the Pirates game against Roslyn this Saturday. Final score, Hewlett 55, Mepham 52, just a heartbreaker for the Pirates. Those free throws really did come back to haunt them. Couple big misses, but can't count Andrew Adams' performance down the stretch. Just an unbelievable performance. Did the best he could to take it over. But, of course, Ortiz on the other side just waiting for him. And Ortiz, the 7th in the county scoring, didn't have the most points tonight, just had the biggest points. Hit the big free throws, hit all he did, including that last free throw. The biggest of them all is just exactly what you want to see of your Hewlett and the Pirates. You're just going to take the positives from this game, you're going to carry them over, and go into your biggest game, going against Roslyn, trying to pull off the upset yet again.
I mean, this is what really has to happen for this Pirates team. They lost it, but they have one more chance. You don't usually get that chance, but you have that one more chance that you need, and they can succeed off of this. I mean, it's just an incredible game, as we will be sending it over to DJ Loisel.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with BMB's player of the game, Justin Ortiz. Justin, you had 13 points today, and you're 7th in the county in scoring. What's it like to have the performance that you did and get your team the win?
Listen, it's not always about points. You heard me. You got to make a physical contact in this game. Impact. You got to make a physical impact. You got to get your teammates involved. And you got to win the game, most importantly. And we've been on a roll doing that, so I'm just grateful for my teammates.
Justin, what's it like to be a part of this Bulldogs team?
As you hear behind us, we rally. You know, we got code words for players.
Justin Ortiz and his team seem to be hype, but great game, right?
Yeah, they're now 14-5 Hewlett Bulldogs going on to that playoff off the back of a great game by Justin Ortiz. Not just him, also Maxon McKennis and Gabe Bowery.
Yeah, two great, absolute great game for this Hewlett team. And we look for the Pirates. It was a win-and-in situation for this game, but obviously they lose. They go up against them Saturday. Hopefully they can win that game.
Yeah, hopefully they can win that game. Obviously a great effort from them. They only lost by a couple of points here. They just got to work on that defensive effort. That's something that Coach Adams said. Obviously, they're going to want to be consistent on that defense going into Saturday's game. Their offense did not fall through, though. 52 points is a great showing for this Mepham team.
Yes, absolute great game by both these teams. And this has been your BMB Game of the Week. I'm Lucas Banekar.
And I'm Sean Damiano, and we'll see you for the next BMB Game of the Week.